Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, when Taylor Sheridan first got the idea for Yellowstone and took a big step in his career by getting up on acting and focusing on writing, he didn't know that one day this idea of his will turn into a multi-show saga with millions of fans worldwide. In fact, it took years for Sheridan's idea to come to fruition as he found it difficult to find people who will believe in him. At first, HBO seemed on board, but then they took the project on hold for years, which is followed by their wish to change the plot, characters, and even the tone of the show. We know that Sheridan isn't a fan of people being involved in his business too much. He likes to work solo and has no intention of changing that. That being said, after HBO's failure, there were two names who changed the fate of not only Sheridan, but also Yellowstone as an idea: David Glaster and, of course, Kevin Costner. Glaster was the first name who believed in Sheridan and introduced him to Paramount. Custer, on the other hand, was the first name that was cast in the project, and by doing so enabled Yellowstone to be regarded as a high-quality project with lots of potential. I believe it would be quite safe to claim that it was Custer's name that enabled millions to tune into the show initially. And without Custer, we wouldn't have a Yellowstone that turned into a major franchise. Well, it's way more complicated than that. Life usually is, and sometimes there's a different spin on it. When I was approached with this, it was going to be one long movie, a 10-episode movie like a Hatfield and McCoy's. And somewhere along the line, the show got put together, and it was no longer going to be that. And I felt in a way, a lot of it had been put together because of me agreeing that I would do it. And so, lo and behold, it went from one season to suddenly it was going to be a multi-season thing. And I had to make a real fundamental decision there. And I thought actually, if I would have said, well, now I'm not doing it, that maybe it might have crumbled before it got started. So I took the weight on of emotion actually not wanting to have the show crumble, but that's not how it started. Unfortunately, today marks the end of Costner's adventure in Yellowstone, terminating an era for good, leaving the space for an ambiguous future. For months, we have been hearing rumors that Costner is leaving the show, but we basically never got an official statement on him putting an end to his Yellowstone contract when will a departure from the series, and whether or not the show is going to also end with his departure. Eventually, the pieces of the puzzle started to come together. However, I would like to point out the lack of communication and PR skills of Paramount at this point, since the company has never cared enough to make an official statement on the fate of its biggest show. I find this situation very odd as it forces us, the fans, to dig deep into the rumors, interact with our own sources, and come to a conclusion on what to expect. Today, however, is the day that all of our deductions and claims were confirmed, as it is official now that Costner is no longer a part of the Yellowstone universe. With this latest information, I can proudly say that so far, all of my expectations and claims on what's been going on with Yellowstone since the beginning of the new year have turned out to be true. But enough of me bragging about the credibility of my sources. Now is the time to discuss Costner and how he ended his contract with Yellowstone. The news has surfaced, thanks to the ongoing divorce procedures of Costner, which is ironically mnemonic since it basically has nothing to do with Yellowstone. But when his now ex-wife, Christine Baumgartner, wanted a ridiculous amount of additional child support in addition to the already existing payments, Costner revealed that he is no longer in the position to pay such an amount monthly as he gave up on his main source of income, Yellowstone. According to the recently led court documents, Costner expressed the following in response to Baumgartner's demands: "I will earn substantially less in 2023 than I did in 2022. This is because I am no longer under contract for Yellowstone, the principal source of my income last year. Now, any compensation I earn from Yellowstone will derive only from my back-end contractual participation rights, which amounts are not fixed. The most recent report from the producer for Yellowstone shows I am not now owed any participation money." Now, these words not only provide us with an insight into Costner's current financial situation, but also confirms that his contract is now over and he is most definitely out of the Yellowstone franchise. A recent interview with Taylor Sheridan revealed that Costner was planning to lead the series, but also discussed that he was probably going to take place in Season 5 Part 2, as his character will be killed off on screen. With his new development, though, I'm not sure if we will cost or participate in the filming of Season 5 Part 2 unless he already got the payment for his future involvement in the shooting, which is quite unlikely. Does this mean that John Dutton will be killed off-screen? In that case, we should prepare ourselves to be disappointed by Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 already, as there is no way that any type of off-screen killing would make justice to a character like John Dutton. We should also remember that it was claimed previously that Custer was going to participate in the new season if he approves the way his character dies. Then this recent development can also be interpreted as Custer disapproving of the way John Dutton is killed off from the series, which is more than enough for us to be concerned about the future of Yellowstone. There's other examples in front of us. There's the Game of Thrones. There's Happy Days. There's these shows that took on gigantic popularity in the country. And so we understand that, and we're riding some way. And I think that probably we all have in the back of our heads that we've got to keep our heads down and really go after our jobs, go after the seams that Taylor creates from us, and just go at it at the same energy that we started this thing at. Regardless, this is truly the end of an era. And I am personally planning to mourn a couple of days after John Dutton as a character, as he was the man who made Yellowstone the show we all adore. Are you upset to see Costner officially go? Will you join me in mourning after John Dutton? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.